So I decided to make this video just a tad shorter. I'm going to cut it in half. Well, it's not any shorter, but each video will be about 25-ish minutes each. So it'll have 2 videos for the month of November instead of 1, because it's like 50-some minutes long. And that's a little too much for anybody just to stand watching me do my stuff. So anyway, this will be cut in 2 videos. And watch them if you want. If you don't, that's fine too. So, later. Welcome to another beautiful November day. I believe it's November 8th. Yesterday, well, I don't know if you saw the previous video or not, but I went and picked up my parts that I had getting painted in West Point by Peterson Body and Repair. And they've had them roughly maybe a little bit over 6 months. My coolant tank and my windshield washer tank cover, and I think 6 months is way too long for these little things. But anyway, I got them back yesterday. I went and fired them basically. They don't look too bad. What I did was I called them up last Thursday, said I'm picking them up whether they're done or not. They look better than they did last time, that's for sure. But I gave them that spoiler to kind of try to match the paint. But they don't look too bad. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the cover off the car and put them on there and see how close they are to the fender paint color. And I'll be back when I'm done doing that. Okay, so right now I got these carbon fiber ones on here. And I think I'm going to have to remove a hose to get this one on. Yeah, I got to take the hose off to get that back on. So we're just going to do the washer tank for now, because I'm not sure how it's going to, if I want to leave those on there or not. I still might wind up sending them to Arizona and have that guy Mike paint them, depending on how these look now. But let me get a rag and wipe that off. But as you can see, it definitely looks better. Let me get a rag and wipe that off real quick. Alright, to be quite honest with you, I think that doesn't look too bad. Kind of like that. That looks really good. Huh. Not as much metal flake as there is in the car paint, but the color's pretty close. But definitely not as much metal flake though. I think I might put the other one on and leave it that way for a while. Okay, I got both tank covers on. Time to put her back to bed. Sorry, put him back to bed. But I'm glad that's over with. It sucks that I had to tell them I was coming to get the parts whether they were done or not. But I mean, it couldn't have taken that awful long. They gave me a great price on it, like half the price of what they should have been. I'm not sure if he just felt bad for not getting them done, but I'm sure they're just like any other company that deals in high-end stuff and does the good work. They, if you got the most money or yell the loudest, you get your stuff done sooner. But it did take me yelling, threatening, calling them to get them done. So it's over with now. I can move on. They can move on. Hopefully I won't need them again. But if I do, I'm not going to ever say never. I learned that a long time ago, that you do never say never, because there is a possibility that I may have to go back there, but we'll see. Hope not, but we'll see. Getting windy out here. I don't know if you can tell it or not, but I think we got a cold front that's coming through. The wind is really actually kind of chilly. I was working on this thing, trying to get it put back together. I bought this gun at an auction quite a while ago, and I tore it apart because the hammer didn't work at all. I got that freed up and it's working pretty good now. And I tried to take this thing out because I got a new one of those, and I, for the life of me, cannot remember the name of that. I know it, but it just slipped my mind. But I can't get that out at the moment. But I also might take it back apart again and paint the barrel black because it was painted. It's not blued. I think it would look pretty good painted up again. And I got new barrels for to hold the packer down, packing rod. So that thing's fits in there pretty good now. I never had any barrels at all when I got it. It's not ever going to shoot again, so it's just going to be a display piece. But it is kind of cool. It is pretty cool. Something to hang on a wall and say I got, but I'll never shoot it. So that'll probably be going up in the basement somewhere, and yeah, oh cool kind of thing. It's never going to shoot, so. But I do have to try to get that piece out of there and put that new piece in there. It might shoot after that, I'm not sure. But we shall see. Alright, so I got lucky and I got that little striker out. What I had to do is cut a slit in it and use a screwdriver. I got my little Dremel tool out and it worked pretty good. Thought about going in town getting an easy out, but this actually worked, so I'm happy about that. Now I'll get the new one put in there and it'll look decent anyway. Got this windsock in the mail. So I can figure out how to put it together. I'm an aircraft mechanic, so I should be able to figure this out, right? And I think this has to go up front. It's got a bearing on it. This is a bend once or twice and you're done thing, I think.
So were we supposed to go to Kevin's today?
No,
Okay.
he's out hunting. He
Okay.
said he wants back till the 20th.
Okay.
Now it looks like I bent the wings, so now it looks more like the F4.
No nails. Hey, no nails.
Now it should look better anyway. Much better. I don't like the way they mirrored that paint job, but it is what it is. So we'll go put it outside and see how it blows. Okay, so today I believe is November, I want to say 10th. But I got this thing all tore apart again. I sprayed the barrel with some rust converter. So hopefully that'll take care of some of the corrosion and make it look a little better. And this thing has been sitting here for a couple days now. It's pretty dry. Well, today is Saturday, I believe, the 11th. I'm not sure, but I'll have to check on that. But couldn't wait to check on this gun barrel. Doesn't look too bad, honestly. But today's football day for me, so I'll be in front of the TV all day watching football. And hopefully, I'm not looking for a total annihilation, but I'd like the Huskers to win today. I don't think they will, but we shall see. This barrel is actually looking pretty good. Good enough to hang on the wall anyway. Looks better. I'm gonna get it put together and then I'll show you what it looks like. All right, I got her done. Doesn't look too bad for a wall hanger, huh? Definitely not gonna be able to shoot it, but it does look pretty cool. It'll look cool on the wall. And I got this thing working, so it does shoot if I needed to. And I put a new, I'm not sure what this is called. I haven't looked into it, but the old one was so corroded and plugged up. I had to drill it out, basically. But got a new one of those in there, so I think it looks pretty cool. That's gonna look good on the wall, I think. Definitely not a shooter though. Barrel looks much better too. Yep, I'll be happy with that. So some of you know, and some of you, most of you probably don't, but I've been having an issue with my furnace room. I got my water softener, the furnace, and I can't remember what else, all the water heaters all in there. But my water softener has 2 tanks, the salt resin, the salt tank, the cleaning tank, resin tank, whatever it is. And then there's another tank in there that I'm not sure what that is, but they both regenerate. And my drain, I've had the plumber out twice for that stupid drain, and it's working fine both times. But when it regenerates, it puts out so much water that my drain can't keep up, and it's flooding the room. Luckily, I have concrete walls around it, except for in the main garage. So I don't know it's not getting in the house, so that's the main thing. But I've come up with an idea, thanks to my brother-in-law Joe from Michigan. So I went and bought a bucket. I'm gonna drill like 4 or 5 holes down in the bottom of it. And I bought some clamps to hold the hoses. I put in here like that. And I'm gonna set that over the top of the drain. And when it regenerates, hopefully it won't put out more than 5 gallons. I don't think it does, but gotta start somewhere, right? And it'll slowly drain into the drain and it won't flood the room anymore. But I need to call out the Culligan people because they're the ones that actually put it in. So this will be just a band-aid until I can get it figured out. But hopefully something's got to work. Something's got to give, and I'm pulling my hair out because it's an issue. But hopefully this will work. Anyway, let's get this furnace room fixed up first, and we'll work on that other part later. Furnace room is priority. Hey, we got the bucket all figured out, hopefully. Got the clamps here to hold the hoses so they don't come out. And a couple holes down in the bottom. So we're gonna go put this in the furnace room and see what happens. So here's my drain. I have both hoses running down there. This hose here is one of the culprits. And this hose here I think is the main culprit, but I'm not sure. But I'm gonna put that hose, that black hose right there, back on this one and run it over to my bucket. And that drain will be strictly for this geothermal unit. And I'm gonna run this hose and the original black hose into that bucket and set it over the top of the drain. I'm not gonna worry about this one because it's not doing much of anything. So I hope this works. I think we got it hopefully contained. What I'm going to do is put a camera here, right up here. This is magnetic anyway. So I'm going to put a camera to view down there and see which hose is actually the culprit. I'm thinking it's the little one, but I'm not sure. It could be both. But anyway, this is the Culligan, and there's an extra tank they have in here. Not sure what that's for, but they said it might be because the water was stinking, like rotten eggs or something. But we shall see. Hopefully this works. If not, well, either way, I'm gonna call the Culligan guy out here to see what the heck's going on with it, because I don't think it should be that way. Alright, so hopefully that room is done. Well, it's not done, but it's hopefully won't have any more flooding going on. But on my luck, I'll probably have a little more flooding going on, and I'll have to call somebody out here anyway, sooner than I wanted. But all we can do is try it, one step at a time, right? Today's the 13th of November, by the way. And I'm having an issue with my geothermal heating and air conditioning unit, HVAC unit. The drain for the water iced up, and it pulled the drain hose up out of the drain, and water was spraying everywhere in the damn furnace room again. So hopefully they can come out today. The people that installed it back in June, and get this thing resolved. But as of right now, I have no heat in the house because I can't run it because the drain's plugged up, obviously with ice.
Thanks. You're welcome.
That thing is just a never-ending thorn in my side.
Can you order Domino's online?
Hopefully we'll get it resolved soon. And on a side note, we got our geothermal fixed last night. Guy came over about 7 o'clock in the evening, and he found this water filter was getting plugged up. So I changed it like 4 or 5 months ago. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to change it like every 2 or 3 months. Hopefully that'll keep up with it. It's getting a lot of mud through the well and everything, and not as clean as I thought it would be, but it is what it is, and we'll have to do what we have to do to keep it working. Alright, so I'm back out here in the garage, and today is Thursday, November 16th. And I also saw on YouTube quite a few of these people that have these US General toolboxes. They make it look a little bit different, and I think it's kind of a neat idea. But I ordered a side box for it, and the old style that's like this one is no longer available. Of course, they're coming out with a new model, but it's got black handles. So I'm putting some tape in here. It's that fabric tape that you use for electrical on cars, automobiles. It fits perfectly in there too. And it's going to look better that way, I think, with the black handles on that side box, with the black and aluminum handles on this. It should look okay, I think. But I'll show you this when I'm all done with it, and it should look pretty good, I think. But I like the looks of it compared to all aluminum. I've always wanted to do something with it, but I've never really given it any thought until I saw these YouTube guys putting tape in here. Makes it look good, I think. I like it. So this is how easy this stuff is to do. Very, very, very easy. Take a little squeegee.
Oh, doing your old arithmetic. Why is important subject arithmetic? It's very good time to use arithmetic in every walk of life. Did you know that? Engineers, scientists, carpenters, plumbers, everybody at one time or another uses arithmetic.
That's it. All done.
No matter what your plan might be.
Just that easy. And it looks so much better, doesn't it? I like it. Alright, we're all done with it. I like that look a lot better. That looks really cool. I like it. I like it a lot. You know what? I could probably put one there too. I guess we're going to try that next. There we go. Now we're done. I fit perfectly in there. All black handles, polished now, so I think it looks really good. Should match that new side box better with the black handles, I believe. Alright, so I thought I'd change oil in this thing before I put it away for the winter. I don't think I'm going to be using it again this winter or this year. So here's the tube for the oil attached to the side of the block in there, and that's a 7/16 and a 3/4 inch wrench. And for some reason they put Loctite on this frickin' plug. Definitely not needed. That was frickin' tight. And I gotta work on something to get that oil filter out because it's a kind of a bad spot. And it's gonna leak all over everything. Now you can see where that filter's at. That's kind of a pain. I made me up a little filter funnel that I cut away from it. I'm gonna have to make a different one though because it's still dripping down on my pulley. And I don't like that. I saw online that this oil takes quite a bit to drain out. So I'm just gonna let it drain until I get back with my oil filter because I gotta go to town and get one. I'm gonna get a Napa Gold because that's what I use on everything else. So we'll go from there. And you see here, my air filter needs to be cleaned too. Might have to get a new one for that, but I'll blow it out and see what happens, see how it looks. And in case anybody's wondering, this is a factory Kohler oil filter. Numbers for you if you want them. But I'm going to take the numbers and go to Napa and cross-reference them to a Napa Gold one, which is a Wix filter. Well, I just got back from town. I got me a Napa Gold filter. It takes a 1056 if anybody's concerned about the number. But boy, those things have gone up in price since I bought one last. They were $55 for two, so 22 and some change a piece. Last time I bought one, I think it was like 12 bucks, 10 bucks or 12 bucks. Crazy. I have to find me a different outlet for oil filters. But I do like the gold though, man. I have to go just with the regular oil filter next time. So as always, stay safe, stay healthy, and most of all, stay grape. Talk to you later.